Hi everyone. Today I wanted to share with you some of the tools that can really benefit us during winter in terms of kinesiology, some of the tools I use, but also really within the traditional Chinese medicine system. So when we come into winter, we very much move into the water element. And the water element connects to your kidneys and your bladder. And some of the typical aspects of water in the negative can sometimes be around fear and overdoing, anxiety. It can be very driven. But really, at this point in time in winter, what we really want to be able to do is to conserve our energy and our inner resources. So often, what water tends to do is we tend to control situations to keep ourselves safe. And what we really want to be able to do is to connect into our own inner resources, our own inner instincts, and really move into that state of trust so we can move into flow. And what we also need to do during water time and winter time, it's very much about going inwards. It's conserving those your energy so you can move out when spring comes. So it's very much about stillness. So even if you're in Melbourne like me and we're moving into a bit of an extended lockdown, we can really use this time to our benefit because it is about going inward. So I've even noticed myself this want to kind of keep going and really overdo, and I'm trying, doing my best to really pull myself back and move into more of stillness because that's what really is being called for during this time. So I thought I'd share with you a couple of little tools that can really benefit. So firstly, some essential oils that I love. So the first one is sandalwood, and this is really calming for the spirit. It really helps with anxiety. So that's a great one to pot in your burn. It's also very warming, which is nice during winter. And the other one is rosemary, and this is really good for your immune system. So this is a great one to have as well. I love rosemary. It's actually really nice burning it with lavender. I actually really like that combination. So they're good for both water but also for the winter time. And in terms of crystals, one of the beautiful ones to connect into is amethyst. So I just thought I'd show you. I always like an excuse to share my beautiful crystals. So this beautiful piece of amethyst. So this really connects into the intuitive aspects of water. Pearl is another beautiful one. I'm actually not sure this is a real one, but anyway, I just thought I'd bring it out just to show you. So pearl really helps, it sort of purifies the energy body, but it's also very good, well, not so much good, but it's also the June birthstone. So it's another really lovely one to have. Selenite is great. Selenite's also really good for connecting into that intuitive space during meditation. I love selenite. It's also good for connecting into flow, intuitive energy flow. And I've also got the blue lace agate, which is, you can even just see, it almost looks like water. It's beautiful. So that's another really beautiful stone to work with during this time. The other thing that's really good to do is to connect to water. So it's a bit cold at the moment to go and jump in the sea, but what you might like to do is have a beautiful bath with Epsom salts is really good and nurturing. If you do want to jump in the sea, do the Wim Hof method. That's not such a bad thing either, but I'm not one for that, but I'm going to go the bath route. But, having water is really important, and also drinking lots of water to stay hydrated, which is really important during winter as well. We sometimes forget during winter that it's actually just as important to drink a lot of water. The last thing I did was pull us a few cards. So these two were quite interesting. Now, so the deck is actually, it's an old deck of mine, Doreen Virtue, Healing with the Angels. So that's the deck that I used today. And the first card that actually came up is Freedom. So pretty interesting since we were going into lockdown. I was like, I wonder what that's about. But when I read it, it was actually really spot on. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm just going to read the first sentence, which is, you may feel trapped right now, by life's conditions. By drawing this card, the angels ask you to realize that you are the only jailkeeper that ever surfaces in your own life. And what I don't necessarily like the word jailkeeper, but anyway, what I really thought about when I thought about that is there's still so much freedom that we can have when we connect inwards as well. And the freedom that we can actually have within our own minds to create our own inner peace. Meditation is really important during this time. And, you know, I'm always on the meditation bandwagon, but that actually can bring you freedom as well. So there's so much freedom that we can create, even when maybe it doesn't actually feel like we've got so much freedom in our outer world. So that's the other one. So that's the first one. And the second one that actually came up again, which was really pretty spot on. And I love the fact that it's blue, and it's even like we've got the beautiful, oh, it's very hard to tell on the camera. So yeah, we've got the beautiful water coming down here. And again, I'll just tell you the brief idea of it, which is the angels remind us that rest is a natural cycle in every living thing. So if we're working with the cycles of nature, this is our rest time. This is our time to retreat. So, you know, work with that and really take that time to nurture yourself. Step back from the overdoing, the drivenness, and really move into that inner wisdom, which is such a beautiful part of the water element. So I hope that helped you today. Please type in the comments, let me know if any of that resonated with you. But I just wanted to share today. I've got a bit of time on my hands given that it is, things are a bit quieter with the lockdown, and I was using these tools for myself, so I really wanted to share them with you. So have a beautiful rest of your day, and I look forward to connecting with you all soon. Bye.